So this song by Justin Bieber came on um, before I started, well, before I was actually going to get on, okay? So we'll play a little bit of this of Justin Bieber. It's called Love Yourself. You guys go check out the lyrics. So this is clearly to someone who keeps holding on, right? Someone who can't let go, right? To another individual who needs to just go take a time to heal and go love themselves. That's it. That's all you want to take. You don't take much. Just go ahead and love yourself, right? So this is for that individual. Okay, so it goes, for all the times that you rained on my parade, for all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart? Oh, girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying? Oh, my, oh, well, I ain't, right? So this is for an individual who clearly is holding on, who tried to rain on your parade, right? Who thinks and hopes you'd cry, and hopes you'd stumble, and hopes you'd fall, and hopes, right, that it'll affect you in a negative way. This is that individual. So this is pretty much what the reading is going to be about. Go check out the lyrics, okay? Don't pay attention too much to the frequency, to the sound. Kind of focus on the lyrics and what these artists are actually saying, okay? It's Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. And we're going to pull some cards on this. Let's see what we should know, okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me take a sip. And I don't care about my teeth, you guys. I had vampire teeth. I had fangs. I was happy when they pulled them out. Okay, because the one thing I'm not is the energy vampire or a leech. This card popped out. Family. So this is about your family. And if you think that I'm still holding on, then baby, you should go and love yourself. So this is about your family who's holding on for dear life. Instead of them holding on to themselves, healing themselves, loving themselves, bettering themselves, they're holding on to who? To who? To the collective, okay? So these are, some of you guys' families is holding on too tight because they can't just let go, okay? And then I know for me, that's definitely true. Like they hold on, y'all, what they holding on to? It's been over. It's been over, but they can't seem to get it through their heads that it's over. They keep holding on, but then the first lyric says, for all the times you rained on my parade. So they just want to hold on so they can rain on your parade. They just want to hold on so they can try to cause a trauma and cause karmic cycles in your life. These individuals are not actually want to be in your life for the greatest good. No. Okay, so that's pretty much what the song is. Now let me pull some cards. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards and see where we're going with it. Oh, okay. I guess we're taking this. So what does it first say? It always takes an army against one person. So this is family. So this is quite a few people. It's not just one person holding on. It's not just two people. This is quite a few family members still holding on. This can be people you consider family. This can be people you call family, or this can be your actual family, okay? So it says it always takes an army against one person. Always takes a whole bunch of family members, right? First card was family when it comes to the Justin Bieber song called Love Yourself. Check out that lyrics. But while it takes an army, they don't realize you're connected to God. So since you're connected to God, it doesn't take an army with you, right? This can be for the collective as well. It doesn't take you an army because you're connected to God, and that's really all you need. That's really all you need. Okay, yes, there's others in the spiritual realm who also assist you, but what more do you need? You don't need an army if you're connected to God. You can stand alone. And many of us in these certain type of families, we can stand alone, right? Despite what they tried to do, or despite them trying to rain on the parade. It says, you forgave people for the unthinkable acts, and they still snaked you again. So these can be people you forgave. Okay, you forgave these people for whatever reason, right? Because usually when you forgive somebody, it's not really for them, right? Usually, spiritual birth, usually when you forgive somebody, it's more for self, right? So when you forgave these individuals, right, you forgave them for the unthinkable acts they've done, the things they've done throughout your life, you finally forgave them and you were willing to give them a clean slate, right? So in giving somebody a clean slate, you wiped the slate clean and you just went ahead and you said, okay, well, let's try to build a better bond. Let's try to build on a different type of foundation, right? So you gave these people a clean slate. However, after you gave them the clean slate, they still snaked you in some type of way, shape, or form. They still tried to run in your parade. They still tried to do the most. It says they tried to keep your son in the system, so your bitch ass, weak ass. Oh, how did it say all that? Damn, what kind of? Okay, it says this too, you guys. They tried to keep your son in the system, so your bitch ass, weak mother could try and adopt him. Okay, so they tried to keep him in long enough so that way an adoption can happen. However, they forgot who I'm connected to. They forgot, right? So these can be family members who thought they can do a better job at being a parent when they're not even nurturing themselves, right? They're not nurturing themselves, but they don't have that ability to nurture other people, right? But they thought they can do a better job than the person who literally nurtures everyone around them. This is your family. Mine too, so let me not. This is the family members that we were brought up in. I'm gonna ask the collective: were you guys brought up with love? Were you guys brought up with compassion and care? Were you guys brought up with nurturing? You guys got to go back to kind of, don't go in too depths, right? Because I don't want y'all to go dive too far. But you guys have to see if these were how your family were, or is this what they're pretending to be for whatever reason? Okay. So, and I don't dive too deep down in your past, because I'm not going to reel you back in. That takes a lot. But I do want you guys just remember moments where you needed love, you needed nurturing, you needed compassion, you needed understanding, you needed empathy, and you didn't receive it from the people that you're supposed to receive it to, which is family, right? When instead of them being that person for you, instead they all kind of went together in some type of way to be deceitful, to be a snake. And I look over here and it says God saw everything. So God saw what they've done. See, people think that who is not very intelligent, they think that when you close your doors in the house, right, they think that, oh, nobody sees because the door is closed. We are spiritual beings living a human experience, so of course God sees you. Of course the spiritual realm sees you. Of course you're being seen, you're being watched. Confirmation. Double confirmation. It's a car and some honking and some lights I see going. So God sees everything. How y'all gonna get away with something when God's seeing it? How? Like, think about it. Like, but this family members forgot. They forgot because there were a lot of secrets involved. There were secrets involved, so they're trying to hide them secrets. They're even trying to hide their secrets from God. How do you hide your secrets from God when God knows your thought process? God knows your heart. God knows your intention. So how do you think you guys can hide from God? There is no hiding. Okay? Because God saw everything. God saw what these family members have done. And then on top of that, not only did he see, but you're connected to God. So not only did he see, but when he's like, he looked? Like God looked, but God saw it, right? This is even with powers and principalities. These are even with people, right, who are in power, right? These could be lawyers, doctors, teachers, nurses, preachers, anybody in power, anybody who feels like they have power or any type of authority. They still, when they close their doors at night, they think that everything they've done has been hidden, has been swept under the rug, when all in reality, God still sees everything. So nothing is swept under the rug, right? They think as long as the people can't visually see them, that they're okay with getting away with their secrets and their lies and their deceit, right? But in all actuality, God saw it. And that's the judge. That's the real judge. So if God saw it, you can't hide from the judge. So if the judge sees it, then, like, That's the main person you don't want to see, but you can't hide from God, right? So this card is, it's not blank. This actually has someone's name on it, okay, which includes as one of the powers and principalities. It's an email that I wrote down on this card. We're going to put it right here because there's secrets about that person. There's secrets going on, right? That they think that somebody who's intuitive doesn't know. And some of you guys in collective, you guys do have some type of intuition going on. Yep, confirmation there. So you guys have some intuition. So you guys know, you guys have a sense of knowing, okay? You guys might not know everything, which is cool. We're not supposed to, okay? But you guys have some sense of knowing about these family members because you've dealt with them on different occasions, during different situations, and you kind of know how they are. You've been able to witness this through time. Which is an illusion, but you guys know, listen, you get what I'm saying. You had no one but, okay, so it says you had no one, but you made it through the storm with the spiritual realm. Remember, God saw everything, and we're spiritual beings living in the human experience. So you had no one but you made it through the storm with the spiritual realm. So you made it through all these obstacles, all these things that people put you through, all these family members who teamed up together, right, who all went against you. They tried to figure out how you ever do it, but they forgot that you're connected to God, right? They forgot that, okay? So the spiritual realm has been helping you the whole entire time. They try to figure out, well, how, well, where, and why. Because you guys don't understand, the spiritual realm knows your intentions. They know your heart. They know that stuff. They're watching. That's like, okay, have you guys ever watched your kids or your pets or any type of innocent being, right? Any type of innocence. And you watch them, but you watch them on a different level, right? Because we're different height levels. Just imagine somebody looking down, watching everything that's being done, everybody's intentions, everybody's movements, everything that's happening. Well, that's very similar to what's going on. You're being watched, right, on the things that you're doing, your intentions, your moves. Everyone is. But some people feel like, well, they don't care if they're being watched. Or they feel like if the door is closed, then these people in the world don't see it, then it's okay for them to do. When all in actuality, who cares about what these people think? It's about what God sees, okay? Because that, at the end of the day, that's who you're going to have to go to for the acts that you have done, not these people, okay? But God. They are all karmics. So the family members, you can have a lot of karmic family members, okay? A lot of family members who are in devilish energy. A lot of family members who do devilish things. A lot of family members who have certain inside the spirit that they possess, whether that's jealousy, envy, hatred, gossip, however, whatever, you know your family more than anybody. Okay, here, so let's take this. So we talked about a little bit about my son earlier, his name here. So yeah, the family could have tried to manipulate situations as well to go in their favor, right? So they do whatever it takes behind closed doors to do manipulating, to do different witchcraft, to do anything they feel that can help them one up another individual, right? For whatever ill intentions they have. Because if you're trying to one up somebody, you clearly don't have great intentions, right? See what else it says, because I'm only pulling these cards, you guys, and we're just going to kind of go in depth about them. Okay? So this could be you guys' family, okay? And then go check out that Love Yourself song by Justin Bieber, because it explains kind of how these individuals need to love themselves and focus more on them if they really want to one up. You know, let's keep it real. You one up by you one upping yourself. Like, I want to be better than I was yesterday, and I was damn great yesterday. You know, but today I want to be even greater than I was yesterday. And then tomorrow, I want to be even greater than I was yesterday and today. Right? So you one up you. You one up yourself. You don't compete with anybody because everybody's on different levels within healing, within themselves. So what you do is you compete with you. You compete with self. When you look at self, you say, how can I better myself today? What steps can I take to heal? What steps can I take to be the best version of me for me? Okay? This is what these individuals need to do focus on themselves. So check out that Love Yourself song by Justin Bieber, right? Okay, let's see what the next card says. Remember, we're talking about family. So it says, I only know love, unconditional love by God, not family. They have conditions and terms to their fake love. Straight up to your face. They've been showing fake love to you. Fake love to you. Okay, so your family didn't teach you how to love unconditionally. Your family probably didn't teach you how to love at all. Right? You had to learn how to love yourself by yourself, and also with the help of God, who's teaching you how to love yourself and heal. So your family didn't teach you unconditional love. There's terms to their love. You got to do what they say for them to love you. You got to bow down to their terms and beliefs and conditions for them to love you. You got to read that small print, you know, that small fine print where it says these are the terms and conditions if you want this, and that. Puts a check mark before putting your signature. That's how these family members are. There's terms and conditions for them to love you and be open arms, and then when they do, it's still fake love because there's conditions to it. And you don't want love that has conditions. Like, you don't want to get with somebody and say, I love you, but you have to do this for me and that for me, this for me to love you, or to be open to even loving you and receiving love from you. That's not unconditional love. That's love with conditions. Okay? That's love with terms and policies that you have to follow in order to receive some speckle of love. And when you receive that love, it is not genuine. It is fake love straight up to your face. Okay? This is the love that the families give. Okay? This is the love that collectively your family could give, or that you can witness from family. Okay? They've been giving fake love, but you give unconditional love. Okay? And you also, you know unconditional love because you have loved them even through some of the things they've done. Because here it says that you forgave them. So when you forgive somebody, right, you don't necessarily accept who they are, but you're willing to be understanding, right? And willing to forgive and then still give them a second chance, okay? So that's real unconditional love. I say give everybody a second chance. You can forgive from a distance, y'all. Don't put yourself in another situation, because 9 times out of 10, people only change when they want to. You can't force change upon someone. So, but God gave you that unconditional love. God taught you how to love yourself when you didn't have anybody to teach you or who actually loved you. So instead, you loved yourself, and God taught you how to love you. Confirmation with a honk honk. Okay? So then it says they want you in isolation. So not only did this family not give out any type of love, right? But they also want you to be isolated from knowing real, genuine love. These family members would prefer that you only know fake love, so you can come to them for that fake love, to the little pieces of fake love. They didn't want you to know real, authentic love from family, from friends, from lovers, from just co-workers, bosses. They didn't want you to feel loved by anybody. They want you to be in isolation. So this could be family members who wanted you guys in isolation, right? Because they don't love themselves, because they don't know real unconditional love, they wanted other people in isolation. Okay, so this could be you collective, where they wanted you in isolation because they weren't receiving love from other people. And if it was love, it was fake love straight up to their face. Okay, so what they did was they wanted you to, other people to be in isolation due to their lack. And if you think that I'm still holding on, then maybe you should go and love yourself. So these people don't love themselves enough, so they want somebody else in isolation because they're not receiving love. This is family. Look, this is family. They're even jealous of your kid love, the love that you give your child, right? They're even jealous of that type of love because they've never received that love from their parental figure, and they haven't received it throughout their life. So they're actually jealous of the love that you just naturally give off. So you naturally are compassionate, nurturing, loving. You naturally are a teacher, a healer, a doctor. You're naturally these things. And they have to try to pretend to be those things, right? But if you love yourself, you're able to give love naturally and unconditionally. And these people don't love themselves enough. Go check out that Love Yourself song by Justin Bieber. They also, not only did they want in isolation, this is family members. Not only did these family members want you in isolation, but they can't kill you. They can't kill you, and you know it. Tell them how they tried to kill you. Oh yeah, we can go down memory lane. Yes, yes, so many times. But what they fail to realize is it can't happen. Like these family members wanted you in isolation, they wanted you not to feel love, but they also wanted you to feel death. Which what? And I rise like the day, I rise up. And in spite of the ache, I rise up. And I do it 1,000 times again. Okay, so these people don't realize that you rise up every time you're in situations, right? You continue to rise. Okay, they still haven't got that yet. They still haven't realized that you're undefeated, that they cannot defeat you because you're connected to God. Like when are they going to understand that? But because they don't love themselves, they don't understand what real love is, so they don't understand the love you have with God. Again, this goes back to they need to love themselves. That's why that song Justin Bieber, Love Yourself, came on before I even did a reading. Right? I played this song because I didn't know where this reading was going. I was about to give myself some self-love. And then I was like, okay, stop to give a reading. So I'm like, all right, let me give a reading, and that song came on. And I'm like, okay, so these are individuals who clearly don't love themselves, right? And then because they don't love themselves, they're not pouring that love into themselves, they don't want anybody else to feel that love from other people. But if they love themselves, they would be able to give it off, and they will be understanding that we all need to be giving that to each other, right? Naturally. What else? You are loved, my dear. So collective, you love. God loves you. God has shown you unconditional love. God has loved you through and through. I don't care what one mistake you made. That's between you and God. I don't care. Okay? God still loves you unconditionally because his love don't have no terms and conditions. Okay? You don't have to sign a piece of paper for God to love you. God unconditionally loves you, and he taught you how to love yourself. And God says, you are loved, my dear. You're loved. And not only that, the ancestors love you too. Okay? The spiritual realm loves you. Okay? And they love the fact that you are pouring into yourself instead of pouring into these people who really didn't have any love for you, but you still tried to love them. It's sad, I know, but... And if you think that I'm still holding on, then baby, you should go and love yourself. So these people want you to hold on to them. They want you to continue the trauma bond and the karmic cycle. These family members want you to do that. They don't want you to find genuine love. They don't want you to love yourself. That's why they put you through these cycles. These are what family members do. Okay? But you have unconditional love by God. Okay? So nobody can take that away. God has given you love and taught you how to love yourself. That's huge, you guys. Like, don't take that for granted. That's big. That's major. Like, don't take that. If God gives you something, okay, to help you on your next journey or help you all together, don't take advantage of that. Like, that's real, like, y'all, that's real straight up love. They put you through spiritual warfare and you chose up. What? You chose up. You chose the right one. Stop playing with me. So that your family put you through spiritual warfare. People put you through spiritual warfare thinking that, oh, she gonna choose the dark side. Oh, she gonna, well, what they call the dark side, right? Because there's all type of sides to stuff. So listen, some of us went through the darkness and still didn't choose the dark side. We chose to be enlightened. We chose to know more. Well, they pretty much put you through spiritual warfare. So family put you through spiritual warfare thinking that you was going to make a mistake or thinking, but you chose up. You chose who you supposed to choose. Even though it was hard, even though in the mind, it was in the mind game. It was like a battle for the mind. It was a battle. And so the family tried to put you through that while you're in isolation, right? So you're in isolation by yourself, and you had to choose which side you were going to choose, who you were going to choose in the spiritual battle. And you chose up. So, and you chose the right one because it says you are loved, my dear. So you chose the right side. So now they looking stupid because it just brought you closer to God. It just brought you closer to who you were. It just brought you closer to your purpose. It just brought you closer to the journey because you had to go through spiritual warfare anyway. They pushed you into it, right? And when they pushed you into it, you still made the decision you were supposed to make. So God will, can I get a round of applause for you guys? Let's give you a round of applause because baby, you chose. You chose and you chose the right one. Okay, and they thought you wasn't gonna choose. Why would they think that? See, they underestimated you, and they underestimate your love with God. They underestimate it because they don't love themselves, so they don't know what unconditional love is. They don't know, and that's why I say there's healing that needs to be done for them, but we don't focus on them because you tried to help heal these individuals. You gave them love, even when you didn't know how to love yourself. You gave them the love you knew how to give. They wasn't even trying to give you no love. They were trying to keep you in karmic cycles. These are family members. These are your own family. They say blood is thicker than water. But I don't care. But my connection with God is pretty damn thick. We close. And this is for y'all, the collectives too. You guys know that your relationship with God is so unbreakable that it doesn't matter what you go through, what battles you go through, that you always have God. Okay? This is a blank card here. And then this one said, they all did you dirty when you tried to see the good in people. Didn't I say, you guys, y'all tried to love these people? See, they all did you dirty when you tried to see the good in these people. So you tried to see the good in your family. You tried to see the good in your friends. You tried to see the good in your coworkers. You tried to see the good in your boss. You tried to see the good in these people. You really did. It wasn't like you was looking for something wrong with them. You was like, they my family, okay? They who they are. And you still tried to see the best and the greatness in them. Even though when they didn't see it themselves. Even though when you were still learning yourself, you still saw the good in everybody else. Right? You tried to find the good in them. However, they showed you that they had trouble with the good. You know, they did you dirty on many occasions, but it says to eat healthy and eat fruits and vegetables. They said to focus on yourself. See, because they did you dirty already. They had so many chances where you forgave them. Where's that card about forgiveness? You forgave them when they've done the unthinkable. They teamed up with your enemies. They did unthinkable things. They spoke dirty on your name. They gossiped about you to others, people you knew and people you didn't know. They belittled you in front of other people, but you still forgave them. So it's pretty much saying, focus on yourself. Pour that love into you, right? You don't have to give your love away to people who don't deserve it. Pour that love back into yourself. Love yourself. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we have to be selfish. That's not even selfish because you're loving yourself. Sometimes we just need to love ourselves, right? And pour into ourselves because God is giving us that love to pour into us. And yes, you do want to give love, but it's pouring to you. Okay? So eat healthier. Fix up your diet a little bit. Okay, you don't have to just go vegan, okay? But you can maybe drink some more water, drink a little bit more tea sometimes, add some more vegetables to your plate. Slowly but surely, just kind of focus on what you put in your beautiful temple, okay? They want me to continue and not focus too much on the diet, but they did want the collectives to know that a part of healing and loving yourself is also taking care of yourself and in a wonderful way, okay? So make sure you guys take care of yourselves as well as loving yourself. It's a part of love, right? You love, you take care of the things you love. So love yourself. These family members want you to give up. So these family members want you to give up. These family members have put you through many things and many obstacles because they want you to fail. They want you to give up, but laugh at them. Ha 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 ha. Laugh at them because you're not going to give up because you're connected to God, and God did not put give up juice up in you. But He was pouring you and making you and putting all the great stuff in you: strength, courage, compassion, nurture, love, empathy, strength, knowledge, a little bit rebellious in there. Let's sprinkle some rebellion. Okay? So He was putting all these great things in you. He did not give you no give up juice. So don't be giving up, okay? That's the last thing was he was going to give you some give up juice, because he didn't make you to give up. He made you to have endurance. He made you to be persistent. He made you to have strength. So give up is not a part of what God has given you. So if you feel like you about to give up, then that ain't God, okay? Okay, so you find the strength that God gave you, okay, the love that God gave you, and you keep going. Because I am getting stronger each day, because you're getting stronger each day. So don't give up when you're getting stronger. See, the enemy thought that you would fall and you would crumble, right? He'd never think in a million years that you would get stronger. Hold up, wait. So the enemy tried their hardest to break you, and they didn't realize that they couldn't break you, and instead you got stronger. Feel dumb. Your enemy should right now, I don't know, they shouldn't feel like King Tut, because you've gotten stronger through all those things, right, that your family put you through. Okay? So it says, I'm getting stronger each day, so you're getting stronger and you know it. Okay? I'm sexy and I know it. So, and you're getting more beautiful by loving yourself, right? By loving yourself, the beauty is shining from inside all the way out. Like, it's shining because you're loving yourself. You're pouring into you, right? Setting people free just by being you. See, so you're just by being your natural self. You're not even trying. Okay? You're really not even, like, I know for me, y'all, I get up on here and I don't even be trying. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't really be like, oh, let me set everything up to have you guys, so you guys can see a great background. Let me do all this stuff and present myself with my hair all done with makeup and all that stuff on before I get on. I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm really not ever going to do that. Just never. You're setting people free by just naturally being yourself. So just whatever you're doing, just keep doing it, because you're just naturally, just by you speaking to people, teaching to people, prophesizing to people, being your natural, nurturing, compassionate, pathetic self, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So you're setting people free just by being you, just by being yourself, right? While these family members are holding on to chains and bondages by each other, you're setting yourself free and other people free who's going through the same situation or similar circumstances. I've stepped into my power. You've also stepped into your power. See, you've also realized who you are, your strengths, because you had to go through so much. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know your triggers. You know you better than anybody knows you. They think they know you. They think your family thinks they have you all figured out, but they don't know. If they knew you, they would have known not to fuck with you, because you are persistent and your strength cannot be matched. It cannot be. And I'm not just saying physical strength, you guys, where y'all just lifting up 300-pound gym equipment. You know, it's physical, but it's also mental. It's also spiritual strength. There's different types of strength, okay? They should have known from your strength, okay, by your connection with God as well, that you can't be defeated. So these people didn't realize that all they're doing, all the darkness was really doing, is helping you go into your power, into your purpose. Hold up, so they did all of that, but all it did was push you to where you're supposed to be anyway? Confirmation. That's all they did. They pushed you to where you're supposed to be anyway, and yes, that was away from them as well, included. They were supposed to reveal their hand, because when they revealed who they were, you know that they cannot go with you on the journey that you're going on. They can't come with you. I'm so sorry. I know y'all love, some of y'all love y'all families deeply. I get it. Trust me. I know we all had to go through that healing phase. Trust me, I get it. You have to forgive and be like, dang, but do I have to but what about this one person? Can I just, maybe they might need my help. They can't go on your journey with you because of some of the things that they have done, unbeknownst to you behind closed doors. Well, God saw it, okay? God saw it. It's the angel versus the devil. And when I say angel versus the devil, I'm going to clarify this, okay? Because it's one angel, but it's many devils. Because the devil cannot go against an angel one-on-one ever. Ever, never. for never ever, in no lifetime, can one angel go against one devil and win, right? No. No, so I'm gonna put devils because they have to collaborate together. The demons, right? The devils, the demons have to collaborate together to go against one angel. So we're gonna say angel versus devils with an S at the end because it takes a lot of them. They can't go up against one angel. Okay, no. Because what God put in that one angel is way greater than a whole bunch of demons added together. That's why they said at the end that Satan was going to, he needs his army. He needed an army, but do you think God needs an army? God just needs a couple people. I'm gonna use you. Okay, just them. Oh, okay, we got this. Come on, y'all. Y'all ready to fight? God don't need an army. Y'all think God need an army? No, he don't. He don't need an army. The devil needs an army. So the devil needs an army, right? That's why your family members, they work with other people. That's why your friends work with other people. See, they need armies to go against you. They need a lot of people to go against one person. But why though? We can't go toe to toe. We can't go intellect to intellect. We can't go spirit to spirit. Instead, you need a whole bunch of people to make you feel better and to plot and plan, right? That's what they're doing, which is fine, by all means. But what God put in his angels, you gonna know the plan. So, okay, that's like y'all. They planning on jumping. Somebody planning on jumping somebody. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this is. I'm just giving an example. This is not a prophecy. This part is an example. So, say there's these individuals that want to jump one person, and they all plotting and gathering up together to jump this one person, right? Let's just say. God is going to give you the information. You know, okay, so and so, they plan on jumping you. They've gathered together. They coming. They on their way. God's going to give you the knowledge that you need to know what's going to happen and how it's going to go down and to prepare yourself for battle. God's going to give you the information you need, okay, why those many people are trying to gather together. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So they will never win, even though they think they're winning by gathering more and more people up. Do you guys get what I'm saying? They're not going to win against one angel. They've tried, trust me. They've tried. Okay. The angels love you and the ascended masters too. So remember we talked about the spiritual realm and how the angels are connected to the spiritual realm, how you collective. Okay, well, I don't know, not all the collective, not all the people who follow or who listen to me or who take my advice in my healing and my teaching are, most of them are trolls. Let's just keep it real, are trolls. But for the ones who are not, okay, the ones who connected to God, okay, the ones who know they're dealing with this kind of toxic family members, the angels love you and the ascended masters love you, okay? Jesus Christ included. He was ascended master. He was able to ascend. He was a master at it too. There's so much more to the ascended masters than people really know or realize, okay? But they love you. They're in the spiritual realm cheering you on like, come on, yep, you got this, keep going, keep going. They're cheering you on because they know you're breaking ties, you're breaking spiritual chains, you're breaking confirmation. You're breaking away from these things, and they had no idea. Okay, these people had no idea that that's what the ultimate goal was, so they're just pushing you to the goal anyway. I step into my power. Here it goes again. So as you, they're applying you for stepping into your power, to finding that strength you always had it inside, to finding that love that was always put inside of you, the knowledge and the intuition and the intelligence that was put inside of you. They are happy that you're finally seeing it, acknowledging it, utilizing it to go keep going on your journey, because this is a journey. This is a spiritual journey. Okay? We are spiritual beings living a human experience. Okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards where we at here. We're going to pull a couple more cards to see, because I think we kind of touch base on family members and how they're not loving themselves enough. That's why they open our business, trying to figure out how we're healed, how we're loved, how we're going through these obstacles and coming out pretty well, pretty good. And we're not like they thought we'd cry. And let's say, I know the song mentions crying. He says, and if you think that it's something about crying, right? They thought that you're going to cry. They thought that you're going to be upset from all the things you've been through. And that's not the case. You're like, no, I just saw you for who you really were. Which I think I need to come to terms with what it is and finally follow my own intuition. To know that even though I forgive these family members, that they need to stay more than 6 feet away. I mean, because my spiritual ass whooping, it go farther than 6 feet. So I just need you to back the fuck up. Back up, right? I'm saying, some of you guys got that spiritual whoop up, that spiritual, it's like stay more than 6 feet. Because spiritually, I'm not taking no more of the bullshit, right? And this is from families who have done almost the unthinkable, the unspeakable things to you, and you kind of forgave them. But at this point, it's not even good for you guys to be in the same proximity of each other. It's not even healthy, right? The connection wasn't healthy at all. The relationship was never healthy. So it's not just about staying 6 feet away from these individuals. It's completely away from these individuals, right? Because the things that they have done behind closed doors that they thought nobody could see, okay? That they've done. But God saw it all. God saw what these people have done. He saw it. Okay? He saw it. And he also knows that you had enough, right? You had enough of it. So God sees it as well. It says they should have walked away and stayed out of it. So some of these family members, friends, co-workers, people that you know should have stayed out of situations. They should have just stayed away. They should have walked away because this was a battle that was not theirs. This was a fight that was not theirs to begin with, but they couldn't walk away. They wanted to be attached in some type of way still. So they couldn't walk away because they want to, again, be attached. This could be a father. So, okay, so everybody wants a slice of the pie, right? So everybody wants a slice of this pie. Everybody wants a slice of the pie where they all kind of come in. Let's do as much as we can to break an individual, right? They all try to break one person. But they forgot that your connection with God cannot be broken. So if your connection with God cannot be broken, then how are you going to break somebody who is connected to God? This is when you question people's intelligence. Like, really. This is when you're like, huh? Right? It says so to laugh. Okay, have some laughter in you guys' life. To laugh. Because they always been, let's see what this says. A footstool doesn't realize that they are a footstool because they always been a footstool on that level. So these family members don't realize that they're the footstool. They haven't realized yet, you guys, that they're the footstool. Okay? They are the footstool, and they haven't realized that yet. Okay? They haven't even seen it because they don't love themselves enough, so they didn't even realize what's going on. So some of them don't realize that they're a footstool. They haven't realized that yet. Okay? So we're going to end this reading soon. I'm going to pull maybe 1 or 2 more cards, you guys, and then we're going to be done. Okay? Because I think we kind of get it. And I want you guys to go ahead and check out that song with Justin Bieber called Love Yourself, because a lot of family still, they need to love yourself. And it says, yes, your father. Your father. So there's many people involved in this situation. Okay? There's many family members involved. So it's not just like one side. It's multiple sides of your family. It could be your mother's side and your father's side as well that don't realize that they're the footstool. Okay? They don't realize that you're the one. They're the ones who are going to be your footstool in the end. Okay? They don't realize that. They thought that they're the ones who are trying to break you. Everyone is lying. So you have a lot of family members lying. There are a lot of people around you that aren't being honest, that are just blatant out lying straight up to your face. because they think that you're not in the knowing. They think that as long as they manipulate the situation, that you would never know what's going on, right? But they forgot that you're highly intuitive and that you know things are about to happen before they happen. So if you know something's about to happen before they happen, right, then how successful are their plans going to be? It's not going to be pretty successful at all. Okay, and they might take maybe, let's say they might kind of have a small victory, but it's really not a victory. Remember, they don't realize that they're putting you in a space where you're meant to be anyway. They don't realize that. Okay? They don't realize that that's what they're ultimately doing. They're your footstool. So your family is your footstool, and they don't realize they're your footstool. Your enemies are your footstool. They don't realize that they're your footstool. Okay? So go check out that Love Yourself by Justin Bieber, because it kind of goes into what your enemies need to go do for themselves. They need to go heal and love themselves. But instead they're watching you. Instead they're watching your moves. Instead they're paying attention to you. Instead they're trying to figure out how you do it. Instead they're trying to mimic what you do as they talk and gossip about you. But enjoy acting out or acting or pretending to be more nurturing, compassionate, empathetic, a teacher, a healer, a doctor. Right? They're pretending to be those things naturally even though they're not. Right? So I really want to end it here, you guys, because I feel like we got the point. I feel like we kind of got how these people are, so we don't need to dive that deep into karmic cycles, because we know that half of our families are just a part of karmic cycles, okay? So it says God was healing you while they were plotting against you. Your enemies, your family, they were plotting against you while you were healing. Like you were healing before your transformation. So right, like a butterfly goes into a cocoon and she's wrapped in a cocoon for a while, right? A good amount of time before she transforms into a butterfly. First it's a caterpillar, right? It's more low vibing on its belly, caterpillar, right? So first that's how butterflies do? I think, y'all. Don't get me. But first it's caterpillar, and then it wraps in, does it wrap into a cocoon? Anyways, there's layers of transformation, okay? So through your layers of transformation, these people were trying to stop you from transforming, but you still made it out a big butterfly with wings even bigger than it was meant to be, because they put you through stuff during your transformation. So it made you more persistent, more endurance, have more strength, have more intuition even than you were before, okay? So your transformation was even greater because you went through all those things. And your family was too simple-minded and low-vibing to understand that. Well, hello there. Hi. Hi. Okay, you guys are about to end it pretty soon. Because we got movie night tonight. So we about to end this soon because we're not big on the Idiot Box, the TV with different programming. So I'm not really with that. I kind of filter what he watches. But it says your cousin slept with your ex and they talked really bad about you to others and everyone believed them. And I'm not mad at the people who talk bad about me. I'm mad at the people who listened and believed it. Well, y'all believed it? Like y'all really believed what these people were saying. But it's just they like to gossip. They like to talk. Alright, you guys, we're going to end it here because I think we kind of got the point. And I really don't care what family say about me, y'all. I'm one of those people who don't really, I can care less what people gossip about because none of them are around me. So none of them really know what I'm doing, right? They have to get it from a third party, and that third party has to get it from somebody else. So it's like indirect gossip. It's like playing telephone, but nobody's around you to even know what you're doing, for real, for real. So what is the gossip about? What you think somebody's doing, what you assume somebody's doing, what you assume somebody's going through because you put them through different stuff. But it's inaccurate, you guys. So I don't really pay attention to what my family be doing or how they be doing or who they slept with. Like if they slept with my ex, y'all, I really don't care. I know my cousin, my auntie Grisha, they all know about it. They all talked about it. I know. I don't care. I hope they enjoyed saying my name. Say my name, when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you when you ain't running game. So these people love to say your name when you're not around. But then in your face, say, baby, I love you. But then they show you love in your face, but talk bad about you and say your name when you're not around. Okay? These are what these people do. So that's how you know it's fake love. Your ex and your cousin and your family. But again, I'm the type of person, you guys, I saw the quote that said, let go. Just, you guys, let it go. Don't focus on what they be talking about because they ain't talking about shit. Like, really think about it. They're not talking about anything because they don't really know for sure what you're doing. So all they can gossip about is the person they think you are when they don't know you. So that's why I don't really pay attention to gossip, you guys. I don't pay attention to he said, she said. I never is one to gossip. But some people have nothing else to talk about, right? Like, on my channel, we mostly talk about healing, progressing, getting better, right? Being stronger than we were before. But some people, they're not really doing much in their life, so they have to talk about others to have a conversation or to pique someone's interest, which is pretty damn sad, right? When you have to talk about another individual to be relevant in a conversation. Because their name rings bells. Their name makes everybody go, oh yeah, her. Her name is something to talk about. But they can't talk about what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, their accomplishments, their goals, how they've been successful at them. Yet they want to talk about and bring up somebody's name that don't even want to fuck with them. Like, do you guys kind of get what I'm saying? Like, do you guys kind of understand? Like, so that's why I don't gossip. And I'm intuitive, so I know what they're doing, they moves they're making. But I'm not one who cares, right? So I don't know if I'm going to pull another card, but we'll just go ahead and pull this one here. I don't know. Oh, it's blank. And it also says tarot reading. So they're talking about you doing tarot reading. So people are talking about me doing tarot reading. Let's talk about that for a second. I really don't talk about me doing tarot reading because it's something that it took me a long time to actually want to come and do, because I was like, they're all talking about something that don't matter. So why should I get on the platform and talk about something? And then when I decided to come on, I decided to change up the game and not focus on karmic cycles and you know, and helping people not focus on karmic cycles and trauma bonding and things that's not healthy, right? But they're mad about the tarot reading. They're trying to talk mess, like, oh, she thinks she knows what she's talking about. Oh, she thinks she's this person with all the answers. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you guys watch my platform, you guys know that that is far from what I do. Okay, I pull cards based on, I told you guys the song that played, right? I told you the song that was playing, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. We talked about family, we talked about forgiveness, we talked about how they needed that type of love for themselves. That's why they have trouble giving out the love. So all my stuff always matches up. The cards matches up what I say, music matches up with what I say. It all is in synchronicity, all my things, right? All the time in all of my videos, okay? Because again, I don't get paid to do this, so I get on here to really help the collective and the masses, okay? I don't have a quota to meet each week. I do this really because I want people to heal more and to focus more on healing, okay? So we're pretty much going to end it here, you guys, because I think we kind of got the gist of what's going on with family. I don't think we need to go that deep because you're going to meet a whole new set of family, friends, people around you who's going to be better for your highest good and for yourself. So there's no point in focusing on people who don't matter and who really don't even exist. Okay? So it's no point of talking to those people because they talk about you to people you don't even know. You never seen in a day in your life, but they need something to converse about to others. Right, so I don't want to focus too much on your family because we kind of know how they get down. They've been the same for decades. Okay, so we let them be who they choose to be. You don't change people on my channel. What is it, Chunks? You don't want to sit down? Which one you with me? Yeah. Hi. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get off, call it a night. I just wanted to share that with you guys because as they're trying to project, I was like, well, damn, you know, give yourself some self-love because that's what I'll be doing. How about you want to get some of that? That's what you need, self-love, self-care, some healing. You know, try to manifest that. you know, but they're more focused on different things, you guys. So that's my reading for tonight. And I want you guys to all give yourself some self-love. Pick something tonight to do that's going to enhance your self-love, your self-care for yourself, whether that is drinking some tea. It can be simple stuff, exercising, working out, taking a spiritual bath, a hot bath. Whatever you do, it can be something small, getting some fruit, whatever you want to do to give yourself self-love and self-care. I want you guys to go ahead and do it tonight. Find something, pick even one thing. You can do more than one thing, whatever makes you feel the love within yourself more, okay? And feel the love that God has given you. You do not want to sit down, huh? You don't want to sit down? Kisses. Kisses. Okay, so go ahead, you guys, and do that, because I think that's healthy, and that's what your enemies need to do, but your enemies haven't realized that yet, okay? And my enemies watch my channel, so they hear me talk about healing all the time, but there's steps to healing, right, as we all know. So take those steps for yourself to heal and love yourself, right? Make sure you guys do that because it's important. Okay, we're going to watch our movie. Say movie night, movie night. All right, I'm just going to turn this off. Come on. I'm going to just cover up in your hair. Huh. Let me just cover you up. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end it here now. Okay, come on. Let's end the live. So I'm going to end the live here. Okay, you guys have a great night. And remember to focus on love, self-love, self-care. Okay? All right. Come on, let's end it.